Hello folks, it's JDporkchop and welcome to another episode of Prison Architect. In the last episode we had the infirmary finished, the morgue, and we started building onto our first kind of prison block area. Now, with the massive lump of prisoners that came in the last episode, we're now at 44, we are having some serious problems. So we've enlarged our canteen, so that's now big enough for all the prisoners, and they're just finishing putting the last couple of tables in there. The other problem we have is this is the size of our yard. 40 people have to move into there. It's quite funny watching them all kind of milling around, just kind of bunched up like sardines. So we're going to work on that today. This area here is just screaming out to be the next, what do you call it, yard. Or we could turn this into another prison block area. I'm thinking maybe like a dormitory area, because we need to get up to 50, I think it was, to get our grant. Yeah, 50. Either that, or we can just put another cell block onto here and we can kind of do 3 in a row. But yeah, this episode is all going to be about expanding what we already have. So showers, yards, and maybe moving on to some new rooms to try and keep our people happy. The other big problem is they are all complaining about the smell. The place is absolutely filthy. So we are going to have to definitely look towards getting a cleaner. So the first thing we're going to do is go into finance and get a bit more money. Because at the moment, well, hold on, because we can do another, we could do another prison maintenance. Unlock maintenance, unlock cleaning, hire a foreman, hire 2. See, now that is what we're sort of working towards already. So we could take that, and that's a 10,000 advance payment. Visitation rights is something else I kind of wanted to try and get done today. So we could do that one, but that's only 5,000. Which one gives the most kind of money up front? Crack down on drugs. Some of this is just... We could do that and do a crackdown. And that's 20,000, but that's a completion thing, so... I don't know. Prisoner maintenance seems to be the best one, I think. I think we'll do that, because that's sort of what we're working towards at the moment anyway. So, that seems the best idea. So, we are going to, with that 10,000, build ourselves a new office. Concrete. And need a 5x5, so it's the same as all the other ones. And stick a door in it. There we go. So my guys are going to go build that. Once that's built, I need to put lights in this corridor, didn't I? Once that's built, I can hire a foreman. That's just getting researched now, so he'll be unlocked, and then we can start working towards cleaners. So I'm going to wait until that office is built and he's finished researching. No, how do you get into it again? That's how. 2 hours and 34 minutes. So he's not far away, another minute or two and he'll be done. So I'm going to come back when that's done, guys, okay? Okay, our warden has, in the last kind of hour or two, been busy researching all this stuff, and deployment and patrols is now done. So instead of having 4 guys just milling around here doing nothing, we can actually start deploying some of these guys out. So I want 1 patrol in here at all times, to about there. Yeah, that seems okay. So we're going to have 1 guy there and 1 guy in here, and so these guys are there's always going to be 1 guy in there patrolling. I also want to put a guard in here. Now we can time set this so that he'll only be in there certain times a day, but I don't think we've unlocked that yet. Also, we're going to turn that into staff only, this into staff only, and I don't really need to set this as staff only because it's outside the prison, so if they've got out here they're not going to go in the office, they're going to be running for the border. That can be staff only, And okay, I think that's good. Now, let's have a look. So they're going to be patrolling this and this. The showers. They always put at least one guy in here automatically anyway, so I don't really need to put deployment for in the canteen. So I think we're good. I think that's much better. So now I can actually see what these guys are up to. Whoopsie daisy. Get my thing. I've already got that one. So let's have a look. These guys. What's that guy up to? Gotta be keeping an eye out for the ones that are digging tunnels in their toilets as well, because they make a little doll and stick it in. Is that a different? Is that a different gang from the other guy? I'm sure the other guy was. Not sure. I tell you what, I should probably put another prisoner in here as well, shouldn't I? Not prisoner. Guard. There we go. What else? Yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention was I should have mentioned it last episode in all honesty. When we got the psychologist, he unlocked needs. So this is our needs area of how unhappy our prisoners are. And you can see that the first kind of major two is hygiene, which is basically how dirty their clothes are, and environment. And then family being kind of the next one, but that's almost all yellow. But they can sort of fix that with the telephones in the yard. So, but we will build a room soon enough. So environment is the one we're currently working on. I think hygiene needs to be the next thing we work on. So if we have a little look in rooms, you'll see laundry. Now we don't have that unlocked yet, but with our new foreman, who is gonna plonk his butt in there, we can start looking at unlocking it. So I want to do cleaning first because the place is manky, and then after that we'll do prison labour, and then finally groundskeeping. Now that should pretty much have bankrupted us. Not too bad I suppose. We haven't got a massive amount of money. I want to try and finish this prison block, try and get as many of these guys out of here and into this, because they'll be happier in here. Maybe not massively happier, but at least a little bit happier. So let's see how much I can get for 2,000. Quick build, clone, and clone. This, there we go. Insufficient funds. Yeah, so it's about roughly 1,000 a cell, so it's not cheap. Well, another thing that we can do is we have an accountant. Where is she? There she is. And with the accountant, we can research an extra grant, so we can do 3 at a time, and a bank loan. Because at the moment we can't do bank loans. So, if we just wait until the hour ticks over, because you get this 3,500, you get paid that in little installments every hour. But that's how much money you're making a day. So if you wait until the hour, ta-da! So that's us over 500. Go and research extra grant, and then I can take a 3rd grant. What are the 2 that we have at the moment? It's the cell block 1 and the... See, if we finish the cell block 1, we'll get 20,000. That might be a thing to do. Yeah. I mean, at the moment we're really short though. We're at 32, it needs to be at 50. So I need to not only finish off these cells, but then build another cell block on the end here. But I think that is maybe a good plan to at least kind of aim towards. Kind of planning. Build a 3rd one on the end here. Let's just work out where the size would be. What should I be doing? I'm going to pause it here a second, guys, because I'm actually sort of thinking out loud to myself more than speaking to you lot. So give me a second and I'll be back with a new plan of attack. Sadly, I didn't manage to get it on camera, but we had our first little... this guy attacked one of the staff members. He attacked... who would it have been? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I think he's just a little peeved, just like everybody else. We need to start really kind of aiming towards trying to get some of this stuff done. So the first thing is we can now get janitors. They have been unlocked, so we're going to have, sadly, just one. Isn't really going to do a massive amount. Why is that guy just sitting there? I think he's sort of, I think that's a little bit of a bug there. I think he's sort of stuck in the wall. Ah! Now, seeing the needs. Where is it? Oh no, it's in reports. Seeing needs. Where is it? There it is. There was all these, just one little black bit, red bit. I think that's that guy. He's sort of stuck in the wall, which is not good. I haven't had that bug in a long time. Push him. Push him off the wall. It's a pain in the butt. Alright. Materials. Demolish. That'll fix that. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so one janitor, sadly, is not going to really be enough to sort of calm these guys down. I mean, they are really not happy. There you go, see? We're having little riots breaking up all over the place. We need to get some more guys in there. Ah, not enough funds. This guy's making a run for it. I like that. Yeah, why is that guy just sitting there as well? Oh, this game frustrates me sometimes. That's why he... No, he's literally stuck in the wall as well by the looks of it. Do you know what? I'll be back in a minute, guys, once I try and fix all this, because it's really bugging me. Okay, guys, I have not been able to figure out a way to get these, like, unlocked. I demolished the wall, so that's now, he is, like, out here. I've had him searched. This guy's getting searched. Now, I don't know. I don't know how to fix this. So I now have two prisoners who are literally going to starve to death, and I can't do anything about it. So that annoys me. But that bug has always been persistent in Prison Architect for as long as I can remember. I haven't actually had it in a really, really long time. I thought they'd fixed it, but obviously not. Or if they have fixed it, it's just not as bad as it used to be. So what to work on? There is little mini riots kicking off all over the place because they're all annoyed that they are dirty and smelly. I've managed to get it down a bit so they're not so peeved. Clothing, hygiene, those are the ones that we really need to work on. Hygiene's improved actually since they all went for a shower, and the general environment is still kind of cruddy. So the first thing is we have no money, and this is continuously now being a problem. So we're going to go into grants, and I've just unlocked a third grant, so I can now take 3 at a time. And visitation rights, security. So we've already unlocked half of that one, so that one seems to be a good one. So we're going to go with that, and then with that 10,000, I'm going to first hire 2 more guards because we are having some serious problems. I'm also going to hire a unlock bank loans, because that is something that we really need to get. Cleaning is now done, so I'm going to hire another cleaner. I've already got 1. Let's get another 2. Let's make it 3. So we've got 4 in total. These guys are going to start clearing this place up a bit, so it's not going to be so bad for our guys. Once he's finished groundskeeping, he's going to move on to prison labour, and then we can get a laundry going. What are the other? Let's kind of go by which ones are looking the worst. So going to needs. I think these red ones here is the 2 guys that are literally just stuck. I'm going to go and have a look on forums and stuff and just see if I can find a way of fixing that in between episodes. Clothing, that's pretty bad, but we're working towards that. Environment, we've already sort of started working on. Recreation, so I guess we could now start working towards, let's think, we could build into this area here. We could start building things like a, what do you call it, room? That's the technical name for it. Insufficient funds, so we're going to have to build it a little bit smaller and then we'll enlarge it later. So here we're going to build a what's it called? Where is the room? So we're going to build a common room. There we go. So we'll be able to get some pool tables, some TVs, some couches, and these guys are going to be able to chill out a little bit before they really properly kick off. So I think that's what we're going to work on. I'm going to check what the time is for this as well, because I have no idea where we are. I'm going to stick a door there. Stick it there. That'll be fine. Cool. These guys are going to work on this. See something else I want to do. Set that to open. That doesn't need to be. Yeah, so I'm going to go and check the time, guys. I'm going to probably try and finish off a couple. Well, I don't really have the money. That's just already down to 4,000 again. And all I've done is get a couple of janitors and build a little room. So we really need to work on the cash flow. At least the place is already looking cleaner. I mean, look, that is way, way better. So that's good, at least. These two are really bugging me. Right, I'm going to go and have a look on the forums, try and fix this. I'm going to wait until this is built and then check what the time is, and I will be back soon. Okay? So I've worked it out. I worked out what the problem here was. These guys are being taken to overheating. These guys are supposed to be taken to solitary, but we don't have a solitary wing, so they're sitting there waiting to be taken to solitary. So I apologise for suggesting that it was a bug. That used to be a bug where they would get stuck in a wall and you wouldn't be able to do anything with them, and they would just literally just sit there and you had to reset your game. But that is a very old bug from a long time ago, and it seems to have been fixed. So yes, not a bug, just me being an idiot. Next, so with that in mind, I think we are still having some problems with rioting, but it has seemed to have mostly died down. If we look at needs, it's not too bad. Clothing, environment, still the big problem, but we have 4 janitors now. They are, I mean, it is beginning to look cleaner, it is beginning to look better, so hopefully, there's 2 of them there already, try to clear up the canteen, so things are going to get better. This is where they really need to go. You get in here, this place is manky. So with the improvement of that, it should calm things down a bit. The next thing then would be punishment. You know, we're making things better, but if there are people that are still misbehaving, we need to punish them. And these guys obviously need to be going to solitary. So I think we're going to build a little solitary wing. And I'm going to build it down here in the corner. Just because, from experience, I know people who are getting taken to solitary tend to also be quite badly injured. So having it next to the infirmary, probably a good idea. So I'm going to lay it all out and put down the foundations, and then we'll come back and I'll actually finish it off. Another little thing is I put this wall here as a marker. I want an inner and outer wall so I can put patrols, dog patrols, looking for tunnels, kind of going along and along the way. So I'm going to mark out where those walls are, but we're not going to put them in quite yet, because this perimeter wall, which is very hard to dig under, is very expensive. I can't really afford it right now. So anyway, that's just a little plan of what we're going to do with the rest of this episode. We've still got a little bit of time left. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I'll be back in a minute once I've kind of set out an area down here. Okay? So I think this is getting an issue now. I mean, that is way too many people to be squishing into such a small space. So I'm going to put a door here. I'm going to turn this into a temporary yard until we can find somewhere slightly better. The only problem with this is, which we talked about in an earlier episode, is people will chuck stuff over the fence, like drugs and weapons. Sadly, I'm just going to have to leave that for now and deal with it at a kind of later date. Down here are soon to be suppression wing, what's it called, solitary wing, is done. We just need to start building the walls for it. So solitary confinement cells need to be 2 by 2. They don't need a toilet or a bed or no. Okay, I think it's definitely time for a loan. Oh look, if we hire a gardener, we'll get a load of money. Have we unlocked gardeners yet? Yeah. So if I just get 500, and I finish off this, I should get, it only gets me 5,000 though, isn't it? Prison capacity, assign 3 guards to patrol routes. I thought I'd already done that. Oh, I tell you what that was. Oh no, I do. I just need to put one more. So where would be a good place to have a patrol route? We'll have one through the middle of the canteen. Have one out there. There. Done. So does that? Yeah, there we go. It's 10,000. So we don't need to take a loan out yet. We are going to need to do it eventually, but let's open that. Let these guys get in here. So we're going to get this solitary wing finished. Right, now, let's have a little look here. Get that like that. And with a bit of luck, this should solve some of our problems. Because what I'm going to do is just make any tiny misdemeanor a solitary confinement gig, and they'll very quickly stop kicking off when they realise that if they even look at a guard funny, they're going to solitary. It means that our solitary wing will probably fill up pretty quickly, but hey ho. Right, so we'll take all this planning stuff out of the way. Don't need that anymore. And we are going to need some solitary doors. There we go. And there, there. Then we just need to put some lighting in, and oops, that should be us. Where were we? This back here, and or maybe I shouldn't put any lights in the cells, and that'll teach them. Alright, there we go. And that's it all finished. I just cut away because there wasn't really anything happening. So I'm going to now set this out. So what we're looking for? We're looking for solitary cells. There we go. So those and those. That's us got plenty of solitary cells to deal with any troublemakers. So hopefully those guys are being moved. Yes, look, there you go. That guy's getting taken, and we've got, I think there's maybe a slight shortage of guards at the moment. If you look up here, 3 are patrolling, 2 are stationed, and 6 are doing stuff. But he should get moved in a minute as well. Next, they're still moaning about clothing mostly. So the next thing to do is we're going to build a laundrette here. Is the research almost done? Prison labour is done, so we can definitely move on to that. And bank loan is almost done as well. It's going into night time now, so they'll all go to sleep. Hopefully in the morning we'll be able to give them clean clothes. That would be fantastic. So it's only going to need to be a small building. We'll just go a brick again, and we'll make it a insufficient funds. Always the funds. I tell you what we could do. We could hire a gardener. That would get us 5,000. How much is a gardener? 500. Oh look, if we fast forward a little bit. Those all going to sleep now? Yeah, everybody's going to sleep, so that's that problem solved. What's that guy up to? Yeah, watching TV. I'm really paranoid about someone's just going to... All they have to do is dig down and dig across 2 and they can escape. I really should maybe put like a guy just patrolling around here or somewhere. I don't know. We'll work on it. Right, next. Slow that back down again. So we're back over 500. Hire a gardener. Yes! So that's that done. Cell block, that's still going to be a little while. We're going to have to build this and, well, finish off the cells in here as well. And we just don't have the cash for that. Although saying that, the loan will be ready soon. We can maybe just take a big loan. And also we can get some more grants. So let's have a look. What would be... Visitation rights, I think we're a little bit far away from that at the moment. Government, dog handlers and a dog patrol and armed guards. That gives me 15,000 as an advance. And dog handlers would be a good thing to get. Now there we go. 3. Yeah, that looks like the one we should do then. So that's 10,000 up front. Perfect. So what we will do, close this. Foundations, we're going to brick. And, well, hold on, let's just plan it out first. So if we kind of have this area here as, oops, as a couple of cleaning cupboards, and then this here as the laundrette. Or, maybe, how big does the laundrette need to be? So here's an even better idea. Let's just put a little corridor down here. Like so. And I really should do this off camera in all honesty, but I kind of want you to see how I kind of, my way of thinking goes. So if we have a corridor going down here, this will be, it could either be 2 rooms or 1, depending on whether we work out how much we actually need. And then this is going to be 2 cleaning cupboards. The reason I have 2 is it means you can actually allocate more prisoners to it. So I think that's the perfect plan. So what's this room? Is that one's 6 by 6, and this one's going to be what, 5 by 6? Yeah. I'm fine with that. Okay, so that is what we'll do. We'll stick down this and wait for that to get built. While we are waiting for that, I think actually we'll probably do a wrap up now, guys, and say that this will be ready. This is where we'll pick up on our next episode. In here, I've also started work on a second yard, and I'm going to expand this into the shower for a larger shower. Because if you look, we can only have, what, maybe 20 people in here at once, and we're at 40. So enlarge the shower, improve this yard, finish off this building, and then we'll turn one of these rooms into a laundrette in the next episode. And that should be us. That's all the stuff I'm kind of going to do in between this episode and next, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this one so far. It's been good fun making it. We're on, what, this is episode 4, I think? So yeah, it's something new, something different, and now I'm kind of getting into the swing of it. I'm quite enjoying it. If you're enjoying it, like and a subscribe would be really appreciated, guys. And I will see you in the next episode. I've been JDporkchop, and this has been Prison Architect.